when he's in a three-man rotation at offensive tackle for the Longhorns.
They need the 31-yard line. Applewhite tucks it down, now looks deep. McGarity couldn't come up with that one. Good coverage by Mike Woods.
Yeah, Woods recovered, broke back on the football pretty well. Applewhite, though, showing some nice poise once again. Protection's decent. Applewhite does a good job of handling the shotgun snap. They come on the linebacker blitz. Ricky Williams picks it up. Applewhite steps up into the pocket. Then he's running toward the line of scrimmage, lays it out there. Decent enough coverage, though, to prevent another big play by McGarity.
Nice throw.
Beautiful toss.
Stockton hits it high. Jarrell Jackson at the 30. Oh, here's a reverse. This is Woods with the football.
Uh-oh.
Knocked down at the 42-yard line. So John Blake trying to make something happen on special teams. 27-3 Texas with 1:54 to go in the third quarter.
Well, see if they can get another big play out of their return game. Jackson with a nice handoff. That's to time that up. Take something, and Woods works his way all the way over to the other side of the field, lets the wall start to set up, and they start picking off Longhorns. But then Texas, with the improvement in the overall team speed, a lot of freshmen in the kicking game that can run.
Fletcher wants to throw, and blocker well covered by Joe Walker. The much maligned Joe Walker this year. Tight coverage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
You know, one thing that Texas wasn't able to do, they were so unsure of what they were getting out of the cornerback play, they felt they had to help the corners. And that limited what they could do in the box by overloading it. Today, the corners are showing a lot more confidence. And Texas is able to load the box up more and stunt and blitz and twist. So now they're even running a nickel package today for the first time in 3rd and long. They've got extra defensive backs in running a nickel.
Yeah, they couldn't get it in the first 4 weeks of the season.
Imagine playing UCLA without a nickel. That's suicide.
Lamont Parker, just nowhere to run. Donald McCowan came up. A minimal gain. It'll set up 3rd down and 7 for Oklahoma.
You go out and play UCLA and Kansas State by having to play your base defensive people when they're spreading the field with 3 and 4 wides, when you got safeties and linebackers lining up on wide receivers, you're in a world of hurt. And that's where Texas was. They got a lot of guys that change positions, and we're learning the defensive techniques. They've come a long, long way in this football season.
Texas, everybody, another sack. Quentin Jammer, the free safety, gets a shot on Fletcher.
And that's what I'm talking about. The confidence to bring the safety instead of keeping him back to help the corners. Quentin Jammer comes right up the gut because they feel that the corner's going to hold up. There comes Quentin, timing it up. Nobody sees him. Clear pass to the quarterback, sack. They thought that Quentin Jammer would have to help the corners, but confidence in the corners, bring the safety on the blitz and hurt the quarterback.
Texas defense improved greatly last week against Iowa State. They shut down Darren Davis and a good running game for Iowa State. And this week they're shutting down Oklahoma. Hodges Mitchell after another beautiful punt by Ferguson. That one 45 yards. Calls the fair catch. Let's take a look at the Associated Press top 25 as we're getting toward mid-October. Nebraska out of the Big 12 right behind Ohio State. Kansas State will play Colorado, 2 unbeatens today. That'll come tonight. There's Colorado at 14. How about the Aggies? They have Nebraska later on. They're 18th in the country. And Missouri at 21. And your alma mater at 24, and they need to start picking off W's.
I'm telling you what, they've had a couple blowouts. They need another pit stop, another tire change. You know, when you have 5 of the top 25 out of a conference, though, 20% of the top 25 out of the Big 12, that's not bad. Not bad at all.
What a matchup that'll be in Boulder tonight. Colorado and Kansas State.
There's 2 flags.
False start, simulating snap, quarterback, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Well, the referee decided to toss his after his Side judge had thrown it. I thought he called the second penalty. And what he called Major Applewhite was for head bobbing, simulating the start of the play. Quarterback can't intentionally make a violent movement, try to draw the defensive football team offside. That's away from the norm.
This guy's got all the subtleties as if he's played quarterback for 30 years.
The game's not too big for him, I'll tell you that.
He wants a bunch here. It's complete. Diving catch by McGarity.
And Applewhite led him to the middle of the field beautifully because the coverage wasn't all that bad out of Stevens, but there was no safety in the middle of the field. Applewhite saw there's no safety in the middle of the field, so what you do there is you lead your receiver to the middle of the football field. Gets rid of it right before contact, no safety. He sees McGarity's got inside position, leads him down the middle more. That's a pretty heady young quarterback right there.
Yeah, he's been so banged up with knee injuries in his career. When Mac Brown came to Texas, he said, hey, if you want a medical hardship and stay on scholarship but not play football, we'll understand. He said, nope, I'm coming back and I'm going to have a big year. He's responded, and the Longhorns are responding. Through 3 quarters, they're up big time.
Sometimes the toughest decision is deciding when to make your move. If you've been waiting to refinance, make your move now with the new Ultimate 125 loan from First Plus. It lets you refinance up to 125% of the value of your home, no equity required, so you can consolidate bills and get extra cash all in one loan. Make your move count with the new Ultimate 125 only at First Plus.
Hey, son, get back here.
Call 1-800-510-PLUS.
Hey, it's me, Senor Bueno. I'm pumping up so I can pick up the new big old burrito at Taco Bueno with one hand. Oh,
the big old burrito at Taco Bueno.
Guess I don't know my own strength.
Vietnam War. A major television event, TLC brings you the heroes, battles, and the raw reality. Thump and whoosh of chopper blades, muddy rat-infested bunkers, violent spatter of sudden water fire and morning sunshine. This is the stuff of a soldier's memory.
Vietnam, the soldier story. 3-night event premiering Sunday at 9 on TLC. Adventures for your mind.
The University of Texas at Austin, a place that towers in the memory, transforming lives from the very beginning. Classic, timeless, always excellent, always competitive. The University of Texas at Austin, top-ranked degree programs, cutting-edge technology, a community of scholars, working to stay a dream ahead, towering in strength and pride. The University of Texas at Austin.
3 quarters complete from the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. Texas leading Oklahoma 27-3 in the 93rd get-together, the Battle of the Red River. And the story today, in some regards, has been the passing of Major Applewhite and 2 of his favorite targets, McGarity and Cavill. Ooh, they run option there. And that might be the last time we see the option today. Greg Mohammed blew that play up.
He sure did. And McGarity and Cavill, not only combining for well over 100 yards, they each have a touchdown reception and a big play touchdown reception. This option is caught from behind. The penetration disruption is extreme by Mohammed, blew it up.
Another product from Carter High School here in Dallas. They got about 5,000 of them playing college football.
It's a machine.
2nd down and 13. 8 on the line of scrimmage for Oklahoma. The hot man is McGarity, and it is over his head. Woods in the soft coverage did a pretty good job. Nice job by Mike Woods.
Yeah, if Applewhite could have thrown the fade more to the sideline. He tried to bring that back to the field again, instead of if he had taken McGarity to the sideline. I'm not sure Wood would have been able to make the play that he did make. but Applewhite under extreme pressure. Oklahoma, as you can see, loading up the line of scrimmage, bringing everybody. They brought 8 and dropped 3 in the coverage. If Applewhite had thrown over McGarrity's right shoulder toward the sideline instead of his left shoulder toward the hash mark, it might have been better off.
Mac Brown talked about recognition, and Major Applewhite has recognized every defense thrown at him today. This one knocked down by Darrell Bright again. Second time he has gotten his big mitts on a pass. So Oklahoma turns away Texas. 14-18 to go in the fourth quarter. Not impossible for the Sooners, but they'll have to be real special offensively and on special teams here in the final 14-plus minutes.
And you know, Drew, you mentioned recognition. Not only Applewhite, but up front in the line of scrimmage, Cascamp doing a nice job of recognizing the defensive fronts and calling for Texas for the O-line.
He's the only non-senior on that O-line. Jarrell Jackson. Good coverage by Texas. Hodges Mitchell, who catches punch, covering that one up.
Never felt like this until I kissed you, I kissed you, I kissed you, I kissed you. How did I exist until I kissed you, I kissed you, I kissed you. Never had you on my mind.
When you find the one that's unlike any other, that's when it's love. That's when it's Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, this is the taste. Dr. Pepper, this is the taste.
I want to put you in a
new GMC Yukon
Denali. No payments ever.
Visit any Red Roof Inn before October 31st and enter to win a new
Yukon Denali. And the price?
I'm giving it away. No payments ever. Ever!
Hey, imagine.
Yeah.
I'll do this. A new Yukon Denali from Red Roof Inn.
Plus, you could win a year's worth of AT&T prepaid calling. Every guest gets a free AT&T prepaid call. Call us crazy. But call us today.
And with a smile. Call 1-800-THE-ROOF. Red Roof Inn. Nice people and an honest value.
This year, Big 12 athletes are lining up, not only on the field of play, but to support another group of athletes, Special Olympians. Each year, athletes, coaches, and administrators from across the conference participate in a variety of Special Olympic activities, from tennis to swimming to track and field. The Big 12 Conference and Special Olympics have formed a winning partnership.
Some sports are better for the heart.
Special Olympics and the Big 12 Conference, a partnership for life.
The Horns are hooking the Sooners right now, 27-3. Drew Goodman, Dave Lapham, Jim Knox. Glad you're with us today from the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, and a new quarterback for Oklahoma, Eric Moore, who's listed as a wideout, but he's played plenty of quarterback in his career. You see 20 touchdown passes. He'll be the third quarterback used today by the Sooners. As they try to get something going, they've punted on 9 of their last 10 possessions. He can do this also.
Eric Moore on the beat.
Well, Oklahoma spread the football field, multiple wideouts, and when Eric Moore saw that his first and second options weren't available to him, he saw the protection break down to his left, tucked it, and went to significant yards.
Yeah, you go back to 1995, Eric Moore was the starting quarterback every Saturday afternoon.
Right? He's a two-way threat. Can beat you with his throwing arm as well as his jackhammer feet.
Lamont Parker. Oh, the ball. Texas has it.
Jammer with the big hit.
Joe Walker, the recovery. It's like a broken record. Problems galore for Oklahoma this day.
Well, Jammer's been involved. He's recovered a fumble. He's had an interception now. He's going to force a fumble. Boom! Helmet right on the football. And Walker comes up with a great hit. Just a coaching reel hit by Jammer. And Walker says thank you very much, but Jammer did all the work on that particular play.
Brown and Ricky Williams behind Applewhite. Ricky Williams trying to get wide, lost his footing, and he'll lose a few yards. Ghana Joseph
trips up for a loss.
in the backfield. 29's a strong safety, but he might as well be a defensive end today.
And Ricky Williams in the first half lit it up pretty good, but right now 24 rushes for 112 yards. -1 rushing in the second half on 7 carries. Although he had a 70-yard touchdown run, 70 yards plus, called back due to holding.